laughter, stories, and most importantly, support. Not just for Truphena, but for each other in that shared experience. On that tree-hugging stage, rain soaked her clothes, the wind chilled her bones, fatigue tugged at her muscles. But through every throb of pain and every tremble of tiredness, she held on. Because this wasn't about being comfortable. It was about making sure nature got the attention it deserves and reminding us that even in stillness, there is strength. Truphena was no stranger to endurance records. Earlier this year, she set the record for hugging a tree for 48 hours at Mishuki Memorial Park in Nairobi, a wild first that drew applause and admiration. But she knew she had more to say, a bigger place to plant her message, and so she came to Nyeri, where this latest attempt would stretch the limits of her human spirit and physical endurance like never before. Her focus was fierce, almost meditative. Even through the pain, she once blindfolded herself by her own choice to stimulate the experiences of visually impaired people and link her environmental cause to inclusivity and empathy. It was a gesture that gave her marathon a deeper meaning, connecting physical endurance to shared human experience. And the support was real. Kenya's leaders showed up in word and in spirit. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua urging her on social media to push on to nationwide messages of praise and solidarity. These weren't just official nods, they were acknowledgements that what she was doing was big, not just for forests, but for hearts and minds across the country. As she entered those final hours, her name was on everyone's lips. Tens of thousands followed her journey online, on TikTok and other platforms, with people cheering her on, sharing her message, and celebrating every hour she hung to that tree. Newsrooms, citizens, strangers, all felt this moment belonged to something universal. When the clock finally struck to the end of the 72-hour period, and she sealed the world record, it wasn't just about the record being broken. It was a kind of limitation in all of us. People knew immediately that they had witnessed something rare, a single act that turned quiet devotion into a national conversation about environmental stewardship. But let's be clear, the moment she let go of that tree, her journey did not end. Almost immediately, as her supporters rushed to her side and transported her to the hospital, the message transformed. It became a